just seems really arrogant. It seems. I mean, I don't have another word for it besides that. You're not going to bring in someone who would have more of a basketball say, probably more basketball knowledge than you. You want a yes man, which I think Michael Finley would be. Maybe be Stephen Jones to Jerry's front office structure. And Mark will be the lead shot caller. That's what Stein said. So he can be the lead shot caller, prefers to render the final say after consulting top eights. Now, Mark would come on here and say, that's every owner. Every owner makes a final call after you listen to your advisors and your team around you. Yeah. I just don't know how much further Mark takes it with the calls that he's making. Jerry sounds like he breaks the ties in the draft room. Will McClay and his team are supposed to study the free agents. Steven will talk about what it should and would cost financially, and then Jerry will give his opinion, and then Steven negotiates the deal while Will figures out how it fits from a team perspective on the field, along with Mike McCarthy. I think that's how it works. I don't know how this is working here. I have no idea.
No idea.
And why isn't the fate or the future, why hasn't that been announced from Bob Voulgaris? It's starting to make me think that your theory 2 weeks ago could come to fruition, that if you're going to, like if you're going to blow up your family because you're cheating, you may as well stay with the girlfriend and not the wife, right? If your wife's leaving you, you're going to blow it up, you're going to jeopardize it all, you might as well stay with the girlfriend. And that's what you said about Voulgaris. If you're willing to have Rick Carlisle and Donnie Nelson leave, then you don't dump Bob Voulgaris because you've made it known he's that important to you on the totem pole.
100%. You blew it up for nothing. And that's a problem. That's not what I want to see the Mavs do. But it looks like they're going to. And you know, look, I mean, if Mark is going to immerse himself in the Dallas Mavericks and be the GM, fine, wonderful, whatever. You know, take your your Michael Finleys and your Bob Voulgarises and your other front office
puppets,
whatever you want to call them. Take the information they give you and make the most informed decision you can with it. Cool. But if you're going to kind of, still do Shark Tank and still mess around with this and that, then I don't know that it's going to be exactly what you hope it is. Jerry seems to take the information of others and value it. Jerry seems to immerse himself in the Dallas Cowboys. Is Jerry watching game film on the seventh rounder? I would assume not. I don't know how many general managers are watching game film of the seventh round. I guess Howie Roseman. Is Paul DePodesta? I don't know. But I know the scouts are, and they're taking the information they have on those guys, and they're using it to the best of their knowledge.
What is the fan text saying? 877-881-1053. By the way, Tim McMahon reported yesterday, Mavs will not seek any compensation from a team that hires Carlisle, despite him resigning with 2 years remaining on his deal. Cuban does not want to complicate Carlisle's quest for a new opportunity. Is Mark getting killed on there?
So here we go. Cuban is so lucky Nelly handed him Dirk and Luka. Without them, he would have all been known as a loser. Are we assuming Finley will not be a good GM?
No.
Are we assuming Finley will be a good GM?
No.
And we're not assuming anything.
I don't know.
We have no idea.
I know that he's Mark's. I'm assuming that he's going to be put in that position because Mark wants to continue to run things his way.
Right. I assume Michael Finley knows how to play basketball. I will not assume he knows how to evaluate basketball.
It feels like a comfort hire, if it happens.
Yeah. Are people finally coming to terms with what a meddling S-head Cuban truly is? About time.
See, I thought because of the sexual assault cases and all the times when Mark kept saying, I wasn't around the offices, I should have been around more, I should have been poking my head in, I should have been talking. I kind of assume he did that a little bit with the basketball operations too. Like, I'm not going to be with the Mavericks every day,
right?
Maybe even every week. That's what I was assuming, that he just wasn't around because of all his other projects.
I think Jerry is wise enough to know there's people smarter than him, while Mark believes he's the smartest guy in the room. I would not put that past Jerry. I think Jerry thinks he's the smartest guy. Now, maybe not anymore, but I think Jerry thinks he's the best. He's the best salesman in the room, at least.
Yeah.
Let's see. You didn't blow it up for nothing. You blew it up because it wasn't working. Well, what wasn't working? It wasn't. The Mavericks got good, better than anybody, including them, expected. When they drafted Luka, they weren't expecting to make the playoffs the second year, I don't think.
Yeah, the last 2 years have been a success. Like 2 years ago, making the playoffs, losing to the Clippers, we all loved that year. And then this past season, if you win Game 7, it's an easy check on a successful season. But you were there. We wanted a first-round playoff win, but you were like right there. Maybe it came up a little bit short in terms of expectations, but you were the 5 seed in the West.